Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a Q&A video. I asked you guys today what you would rather see, a makeup tutorial from me or a Q&A, and the majority of you guys voted for Q&A. So if you wanted a makeup tutorial, I apologize. I will be filming a makeup tutorial probably next week. I have some ideas for filming next week and I'm going to try to include a makeup tutorial. So yeah, I'm sorry if that's like you didn't get what you wanted, but I'm gonna get this Q&A out of the way. So let's jump right into it. I asked you guys on Instagram in the little question thing to ask me some questions and you guys did. So this is what you guys want to know. Let me just find them. I have them screenshotted somewhere. First question is, what advice would you give to someone who is thinking about starting a YouTube channel? Advice I would give to someone who's considering starting a YouTube channel, make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. YouTube is not lucrative. It used to be a little bit more lucrative back in the day, and years ago, I'm talking like 10 years ago, you had a higher chance of becoming successful on YouTube, but now it's so saturated, like so saturated, the community is just so saturated that in order to really make it to the top, it's going to take luck and then you really have to stand out. But if YouTube, filming, editing, and the whole process is something that you enjoy like I do, then it's not about the money and it's just something that you like to do almost like a hobby. And to me, YouTube is a hobby because I don't really make that much money off of YouTube, despite what a lot of you may think. A couple years ago, when I was like steady on YouTube, I used to get a lot of sponsorships. So I made a lot more money in the past than I make now. Like I currently only have one real sponsorship going on. But back in the day, before I took my 2-year break, I had a lot of sponsorships going on. Like every week I was getting emails and offers for different sponsorships. So sponsorships aren't as frequent because I've only been back to YouTube since December. So I'm going on my second month of making videos. So I'm sure I will get sponsorships again. I'm sure companies will reach out to me. It's just because of taking such a long break, feel like it's going to take time for brands to take me serious. So I don't really make money off sponsorships. I make money off my views, and like I said, I don't make that much money. When I was making more money on YouTube, it was because of my sponsorships back in the day versus views. I've never really made a whole lot of money off views. I do make money, but it's definitely nothing I could live off of. That's why YouTube to me is a hobby, because I could never live off just YouTube. So my advice is to really do it because you enjoy the process of like filming and editing and sharing your life, whatever it is, if it's a lifestyle, vlog channel, beauty channel, just follow your heart, you know? If your heart's in it and you really truly love it, then it'll be fun to you. Like this is more just like a hobby and fun. I really do enjoy editing. It gives me a little bit of something to do. It's creative and I really do enjoy it. I don't do it for the money. Next question is, have you started working at the salon yet? How has it been so far being back in the salon? So it's a little bit discouraging because obviously I did post about it and I think I told you guys, I don't know if I told you maybe in a vlog or something, that this is not an hourly position, it's commission only. And I took the job because obviously I wanted a job doing hair and makeup. And I love the salon and everything, and I have worked, and I do work, it's just not consistent, and that's kind of discouraging for me. You know, I'm there a couple times a week, if that, maybe once or twice. It's really, I'm not busy because I don't have a clientele out here. So I'm gonna obviously stay there until I find something else that's like better suited for me, because I don't really want to give up the opportunity. I'm still, you know, doing hair. It's just, I think right now I need to try to find a salon that's going to offer me hourly too. That way, you know, I can work on building a clientele, but also be making like a steady income. The commission only is really rough because there's no telling if I'm gonna get a customer, and not having the security of having an hourly pay is kind of like, you know, it's like one of those things. It's like, do I go in today and take a chance, or do I stay home, or do I go to the club and actually like make money? More than likely go to the club. So it makes me less inclined to like want to be at the salon because it's such a hit or miss. And I was told that it was like kind of a high volume salon. I mean, it's in a pretty high traffic area, but it just doesn't seem like it's panning out the way I wanted it to. So like I said, I'm still working in the club. I'm still doing it a couple times a week, but I'm really still applying at other salons and looking into a salon that can offer me hourly, because if they can't offer me hourly, it's probably not going to be worth just doing commission, because I don't have a big enough clientele. You know, I'm growing a clientele, but I don't have enough of a clientele. So that's kind of where I'm at. It's a little discouraging. I'm a little disappointed, but I mean, it's cool that I'm even in a salon at all, but I definitely need to look for a salon that's going to offer me hourly as well as commission versus just commission, because when you have no clientele or a very small yet growing clientele, it's difficult. So next question is, have you fallen in love with a customer before? No, I've never fallen in love with a customer. I did have a boyfriend over the summer who I met at the club, which I don't advise dating at the club or meeting people and dating, but he was never a customer. He came in one night and I was just like, oh, I thought he was so cute. So he didn't get a dance with me or anything. We just hung out and talked, and I think that's probably like why it worked out for the short time that it did, but that's probably why it did work out, because we never like had that connection as a customer. Like, he never got a dance with me. He kind of just came in, met me, we exchanged numbers, and then like a day later or 2 days later I texted him and was like, hey, do you remember me? And yeah, so that happened, but I've never like fallen in love with a customer. There's customers that come in that are so cute that I find attractive, but it's just hard for me to get infatuated by a customer or to be in love with a customer, because I just look at them as like money, you know what I mean? And once you start looking at someone as money, it's hard to look at them as like anything else. So I'm really weird. Like, I don't get turned on in dances even if the customer's super hot. I've heard of girls being like really into the dance and like super turned on because the guy's super hot, but no matter how attractive a customer is or how much I'm feeling them, work is work. And for me, I look at them as a big bag of money. Like, I don't look at customers as anything other than money. But there has been times where I've met somebody and they haven't spent money on me, and I think it's very different when they haven't spent money or a significant amount of money on me. But dating at the strip club is not something that I do and something that I advise. So to answer your question, no, I've never fallen in love with a customer, and I highly doubt I ever would, because once you fall in love with the customer, there goes all your money. It's just, especially if they're a high-paying customer, I'm more in love with the money than I am in love with being in love with the customer. Next question is, do you stand up for self-love and body positivity? 100%, 110%. I think it's important to love yourself and to have a positive body image, because at the end of the day, you are made the way you are. Whether you're skinny, tall, short, thick, whatever the case may be, embrace your body. It took me a while to really love myself. Like, I was not feeling my prettiest at 18, 19, and 20, but as I got older, I learned that this is my body. I'm curvy, I'm a little thick. Work with what you have, take care of yourself, eat healthy, and go to the gym so that you could be the best version of yourself possible and to have the best image of yourself. But there's times where I get down on myself because I see somebody else who looks a certain way, etc., etc. So it is hard, but I'm all for thinking positive of yourself, and just remember that God made you the way you are, and love yourself. You're unique, and that's what makes you you. And I don't want to be a carbon copy of somebody else. I just want to be myself. I always just want to be true to me, and it's probably why I have stay true on my knuckles because I think it's super important to stay true to who you are. Next question is, who are some of your favorite YouTubers slash bloggers? Okay, so for YouTubers, I love Ciao Bella, La Vida de Meg vlogs. I love her vlogs. Her beauty channel, not so much. I don't really watch it. I used to back in the day, but I feel like she's changed a lot and she's more of like a vlogger, and that's like what I enjoy watching from her. I love her vlogs. Every time she uploads, like, I have to watch. It's just interesting to me. Yeah, I don't know. There's not many like vloggers that I like love watching. I used to love Jesse and Gina when they dated, but now that they've kind of separated, it's like I don't find them as entertaining. I don't know. I don't really watch them anymore. Occasionally I'll watch Gina's videos, or occasionally I'll watch Jesse's videos, but it's not the same. They just are different people. They like grew differently now. So I used to love them as a couple, though. Their vlogs were like my thing, like my ritual, especially their daily vlogs. I thought that was really cool. That's it for like vloggers. I'm really into like fitness channels, and I'd say there's 2 girls that I follow religiously for like, actually 3 girls for like what they eat. B is for beauty. I love her like food type of videos. I usually watch that. Occasionally I'll watch her like try on hauls, but I really like more of her what I eat in a day. I like those like what I eat in a day videos. I get inspiration for like my meals and all that. Obviously I like healthy channels. So 2 fitness people that I watch for like fitness inspiration as well as like food inspiration. Jasmine Gonzalez. She's just really entertaining, and the way she styles her videos, she makes them super fun, and I really like that about her. Yeah, I just like the way she edits her videos and the way she is, and she's really inspiring and she's beautiful. And I love like her food and like her shopping, and she shops at Target, so I get a lot of like ideas from her because I shop at Target for my food as well. So we kind of like have similar diets, so I follow her for her diet and her fitness, and just her vlogs in general are cool. And then Whitney Simmons I follow religiously for her food and her exercise stuff. I've done a lot of her workouts and they're really good. She definitely is knowledgeable, you know, in the fitness world, so I follow her. And that's it really. Jeffree Star, I love Jeffree Star. I follow him. So that's another person. I definitely watch a lot of his makeup videos, and I've never tried Jeffree Star products though, and that's really strange, right? I wanna change that and try that. So, who did you look up to growing up? I always look up to my mom. I always like aspired to be like my mom. I thought she was just, I remember when I was young, I used to think she was the most beautiful, most inspiring, most perfect person. As I got older, obviously my perspective changed because, you know, you're not naive. But I still think she's just a beautiful, wonderful person. But when I was young, I really looked up to my mom. Like, she was like my world. I just thought she was just so cool and just the baddest person ever. Just so cool. I remember thinking that, like, just really looking up to my mom. So, she's definitely somebody that I looked up to growing up. What has required the most courage of you in your life so far? Probably moving to Los Angeles all the way from Connecticut. That probably was something that took a lot of courage, but when I did it, I knew I wanted to do it. And yeah, it did take courage. I mean, so many people still to this day, when they find out that I moved out here, not knowing one person, not having a job lined up, not having a place to live, like, people couldn't believe that, really, like, starting from scratch. But I needed to do it because I've said it before, in Connecticut I was so stagnant and I was just so codependent and just like really not going anywhere. I really needed to change, and in the last 2 years I've been out here, I've grown so much, and that's due to just life experiences and experiencing new things. It was just the best thing I ever did, and I don't regret it. Definitely took courage and guts, but I'm glad I did it. So this is the last question before we close this out. Are you dating anyone right now? You know, I wouldn't say I'm dating like one person in particular. I go out with guy friends more so, but I'm not, I don't know. I guess you could call it dating because I do like go out with guys and, like, you know, we'll see what happens. but I'm not really like dating in the sense that I'm looking. I'm really kind of like focused on myself right now, and if I have the free time to hang out and to like go on a date, I will, but I'm definitely not making it a priority. I'm not going out of my way. I'm not leaving work early. If an opportunity to make money comes up, that's my priority. I'm not jumping through hoops for anybody right now. So I am dating, but I'm not really like dating seriously. I think that they would have to be really special to get the time and day for me to take them seriously. And I've been through so much in the last year. I felt like I was trying so hard to get into a relationship with somebody. I just feel like this year is just not the year for a relationship. But who knows, you know, like I think I'm on the right path and I'm doing the right thing. So I think, you know, it's possible that I could find love this year. But I'm definitely not looking for it. I'm open to it, but definitely not looking for it. But I'm not like against the idea. But I wouldn't say I'm looking for it. It's like, if it comes this way, it comes this way. And, you know, guys, I'll share it with you guys. If I find somebody, you'll be the first to know. But I don't want to blast them on social media and YouTube for a while. I kind of want to just like keep it to myself. And if it's worth putting out publicly, then it will be, but I don't want to like rush and put them on the internet and have to like delete videos down the road, you know. I want my next relationship to be like serious, you know. I'm not looking to date just to date. If I'm gonna date someone seriously, it's because I'm looking for marriage. Like that's like what I want. I mean, that's what everybody wants, right? To settle down, get married, and have a family. So we'll see. I'm open to the idea, but nothing serious right now, and I will keep you guys posted. So if you guys have any questions that I didn't answer that you want to know, leave them below. And in my next Q&A, I'll probably do in a month. I'll do monthly Q&As. I like doing Q&As. You guys get to know me, new subscribers get to know me, and it's pretty cool. So if you have any questions that I didn't answer that you want answered in the following Q&A, please leave them down below, and I'll answer them in the next Q&A. And if you have any video requests, please leave them below. Comments, questions, concerns. You guys know you can leave anything below. I'm open to suggestions, ideas, requests. So until next time, I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye, guys.